All right, so I just got back from the gig and something happened while I was there. And I'm only going to share this story because there's no video or there's no picture of the person involved, of the kid involved. So I'm going to tell you what happened to me. So I'm packing up all my gear. As you see, all the stuff is in the back of the car. I'm packing up all my gear. And I had to make 2 to 3 trips to the car just because the hallways were kind of narrow and I couldn't, maneuver everything in there. However, by the time I got everything in the car, I said, okay, let me take this last trip just to ensure nothing is left. And I took a video of that, so you can see I went back in to make sure there's nothing left. I always do that. That's something I do just to make sure that when I leave a gig, I know I have all of my gear. Of course, after every gig, I like to double check to make sure I got everything. And looking in here, I got everything. You always got to double check. You just never know. It might be that one cable, one cord that fell off the cart. But looks like I got everything. So I'm getting out of here. I'm done for the night. Let me wash my hands. I'm done for the night. Because, it's dirty when you working all night. And so let me wash my hands. I'm done. So when I get back to the car, I see a lady and a little kid standing next to my car. I didn't think nothing of it. I just thought they were just standing there. And as I approach the car, the kid says, or the lady says to me, my child says my cell phone is in your car. I'm like, whoa. How does he know my cell phone is in his car? How does he know the cell phone is in my car? He was never near my car when I was packing all my gear. So, and he says, I see it. It was right there. It was right there. And he was pointing at the, the back trunk of the car. And I'm like, and I asked him, how did the cell phone get in my car? Because I didn't put it in there and you weren't near my car. So how did how did the cell phone get in my car? And he just said, I saw it. It's right there. It's right there. He kept pointing. So I said, okay. So I said, I'll open the trunk so you can see. So I opened the trunk and I turned the light on in the car so she can see. I opened the trunk and I just did it as a courtesy because I didn't really have to do anything. But I said, let me just, as a courtesy, I open the trunk and, I'll show that the cell phone's not in there. So I open the back door, turn the light on. And as soon as I turn the light on, he points at a bag. He points at my gig bar bag. And this gig bar is right here. It's this thing right here. He points at this bag. He said, it's in there. It's in there. I saw it. I'm like, I packed that bag myself. There's no cell phone in there. Did you put a cell phone in there? And all he would say, I saw it. It's in there. I saw it. I said, okay, you know what? Let's take the bag out. I'll take the bag out. Because it wasn't that difficult to unpack. So I said to take the bag out because it's just, anyways. So I took the bag out and I opened the I started to open the small compartment first. That's where you put the remote control and you put the power cord. He says, no, it's not in that part. I said, hold on. We're going to search this entire bag because I want to show you I don't have a cell phone. There's nobody's cell phone in here. I open that part, show him, see there's no cell phone. Open the main part. There's no cell phone. And I asked the lady, would you like me to call the cell phone? Because I can call it so you can hear that there's nothing in my car, And the kid, I don't know if she replied or the kid replied, oh, the cell phone's dead. It has no power. I said, okay. So then I looked at the kid. I said, okay, how did the cell phone get in my car? How do you know? How are you so positive it's in my car? Because you was never near my car. Then he says, I left it on the table. Okay, what table did you leave it on? Because you never came to the DJ booth, which happened to be a table. So I didn't see you the whole night. I stayed behind the DJ booth all night. So which table did you leave it on? He never answered and they end up walking away. All I'm saying, people, is to be very careful because you never know if somebody's going to lie on you. Test your integrity. And, of course, the mother's going to believe the child. And like I said, as a courtesy, I opened my trunk. I went through the bag as a courtesy. I didn't really have to do that, but I just I got to clear my name. So anyways, just be careful out there because you're going in somebody else's wheelhouse. You don't know who you're DJing for. And it wasn't the people who threw the event. It was just somebody that happened to be at the event. It wasn't them. So let me get that clear. And but you just never know who's going to show up, who's going to be there. You don't know these people. So be very careful on what you do, who you interact with, because anybody can say anything about you and it's not true. And of course, because they don't know you, you don't get the benefit of the doubt. That's it. See you at the next gig log. Peace.